What's going on, everybody? This is Joystick Junkies. Back on Monday nights. We got a show for you tonight. Uh, Dan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good, man. It's good to be back. Talk about game with you tonight, and let's get started.
My apologies for missing last week.
That's all right.
got some adulting to do recently, but yeah, man, just getting it started. You picked the first game this week,
Yep.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never played it.
Oh
I
man.
I played like the first half hour of it, and I'll tell you what, I know the story of it. I did
Yep.
watch the story.
hmm
I played a little bit of both of them. I just couldn't get into it. Like the story really bored the hell out of me.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, for me, it starts out slow. But for me, I've always been like story days. And we're talking about The Last of Us, which just came out with a great series on HBO. I thought they did a great job. To be honest, I need to watch the last couple episodes of the show. But the game I think is one of the best games I've ever played on PS3. I mean, it was such a good game. I bought it on PS4 also, and now it's on PC again in like 4K, the best resolution. So, because the series came out, but a lot of people played The Last of Us. It's one of the best PS3 exclusives ever,
Mm.
and obviously it's about Ellie and Joel, and they have to go across the country. When this this disease takes over the entire world and kills almost everybody.
Yeah,
So I think the game is so good. Yeah. Yes. We have a question here.
Micah.
Mako says, I just started watching the series. Episode 1 does it follow the series? Yes, it follows the game. Obviously, the game takes like 30 hours, so there's a lot more in the game.
Yeah,
But yeah, it follows it to a T. I thought they did a great job. In the series, they might skip or speed it up a bit, but the series is very accurate to the way the game
well, there's
was.
also time lapses in the first game. I'm correct, right? That they can also fill in.
Yeah, yeah, like in the first game, it's more, uh, they don't really. It's really slow moving. Like the story is a lot more slow moving. There's a lot more fillers in the game,
Yeah,
story wise, because you could spend more time on it. In the show, you're not gonna make it 30 hours unless it's 3 seasons. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But I think more in the second game, which I haven't played The Last of Us 2 because you know I I, I kind of don't like the way they did that, but it's a totally different story.
Yeah.
But The Last of Us is one of those. It hits you hard. It's emotional. It's intense. It's fun. It's violent. Like the show is very violent. Not that we're condoning violence or nothing, but you're fighting for survival. And you're trying to protect Ellie at the same time. Mike Laurel says, "Told you, is it Eagles fan? Look, he's wearing green."
We're in the Grinch. Sue me. My favorite color is green. So
Yeah, Eagles, boo. What's it? You can get it for PS3,
PS4.
PS4, PS5, and PC.
Yeah.
It is not on Xbox. That's
Hi,
not it.
Eileen. How you doing?
And
Thank you for
that's what,
joining us.
yeah, and that's what they a lot of the best exclusive been going on PC, and obviously PlayStation has that. But The Last of Us is one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
I know most people play it. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's very much like the show. A fungus takes over, and Ellie is immune. You know,
See
so
this, and this is why we don't like vegans because they cause these outbreaks and just ruin the world. It wouldn't happen if you didn't. But Williams was not. Evan has a picture of Jalen Hurts on Eagles green. It's a Grinch shirt. Am I not allowed to wear green for the rest of my life?
it is Eagles green. I will say that. So
It's a
you
it's a
since you're a Giants fan, I expect you,
it's a
people
festive
that.
Christmas shirt. There's not even an eagle on it. It's just a Grinch. But no, what else you seen of the Last of Us? What really bothered me when it came out is like I said, it is very slow. The first one,
Yep.
especially the beginning.
hmm
You know, that's not what Naughty Dogs ever came out with. You know what I mean? Because you look at what Naughty Dogs came out with. Look at Uncharted. Every game started off like
Uncharted's unbelievable.
unbelievable. Which we'll talk about soon. I have that in my
It's
list.
a different type game though. It's action adventure. The Last of Us is more survival. It's more deep. It's more sinister, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely the the violence of man. Like when men break down, like when a society breaks down,
Yep.
men how violent people can be.
Yep.
I really do like that. I like the post-apocalyptic. But I just feel that like Days Gone did it better.
Days Gone is excellent. It's a very underrated game.
Yes,
It's more different, but it's very underrated, I would say.
I thought the story was more compelling. I thought
Mm-hmm.
with Deacon and Joel, I'm sorry. I thought Deacon was more fleshed out than Joel was. Like Joel,
This character has issues. His character, like in The Last of Us, remember he was part of one of those squads that would like kill people they thought were infected.
yeah,
And a lot of them were innocent, so he's kind of haunted by that. The Last of Us is not a multiplayer game.
no,
It's a
it's
single
a,
player game.
and
It
that's
may
what
have a mode,
I
but I
do,
don't think it's single player.
I do respect that. One thing PlayStation does very well is they believe in the single player experience,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that because I love great storytelling. Even though The
Yes,
Last of Us isn't for me, I
it's
still
not for
respect
everybody.
it. I respect it as one of the best PlayStation exclusives. Do I put it above Uncharted and God of War? No, but I put
It's
it
up
at
there.
three. I
It's
put it
up
at
there.
three.
It's definitely
You
top
know,
tier.
what followed along was I didn't think it was sustainable as a story after the second one, and I knew
Yep.
they were going to fall into the second one of being because even if you leave it on a cliffhanger, like
Yep.
you
I know what
know,
you're saying.
you know, you know something's going to happen in Joel in the second one because they have to keep that emotion up.
Of course, that
And
conflict,
so
and that's what the game does.
yeah, so
You know.
like you build on this relationship in the first one, to keep that emotional like that that heart rip of him losing his child in the first part.
Yep.
You're gonna have to watch their relationship to get destroyed.
Yeah.
See in what I was saying with Days Gone, which I compare this game to a lot because
It's
I do see
similar.
a very similar game, is that Deegan's not all right at the beginning of the game. He
No.
talks to himself really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's not him just talking to himself, it's him getting angry with himself. And he thinks his wife's dead, gone.
Yep. Yeah.
And him going into later finding out she's alive.
Yep.
This brings the old Deke back, but you can see the hatred of the freakers for him. Now,
Yep.
remember, the military is what killed Joel's daughter.
Yes. Yep.
So he hated people just as much as he hated this fungus.
Exactly.
Deacon hated freakers because they are the ones that killed his wife. So
Exactly.
like you can see like they're the enemy, even though we have shitty people out here.
Yep.
It's and I don't know why. I think they just pulled off that dynamic better of that relationship like is gone, and you can't even announce your relationship as soon as you see her again.
Yep.
And then this one is okay. Like they kind of set themselves up to what on The Last of Us of what they know is going to happen.
Yeah.
They packed themselves in a corner, and I just can't see that. Like that's not Naughty Dogs for me. I thought
Yep.
they really dropped the ball in two, with everybody knowing that. Spoiler alert: that Joel was going to die.
Yep.
You painted yourself in a corner so badly with that.
I I I I don't know. I don't like I don't like how they did it. I think they could have done a better job because that dynamic in one between Ellie and Joel, that's what that game's about. It's about their relationship and their
Yeah,
dynamic because they don't want to see each other in the beginning. They want nothing to do with each other. Remember?
yeah,
She has this horrible attitude. He's not all right, and then they get this bond. But for me, even though you like The Last of Us, I think it's worth playing. I know it's not your type game. For me, it's worth playing.
Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
It's not for everybody, but it's such a good one of the best PlayStation exclusive I've ever played, personally.
The Last of Us for me is like it's gonna sound weird, but Game of Thrones. It wasn't my cup of tea, but it's millions and billions of people's cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched the first two seasons of Game of Thrones and I couldn't watch it. I was like, it's boring.
I love Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is great in the first half. The second half seasons were bad.
Well, I guess I don't need to watch the series now. Thanks, gentlemen. Well, you're about 4 years behind, so.
I don't know, but but the show might do it different. I don't know.
The show might actually do it justice.
The show could do it justice because it's a little different than the games.
Yeah, and plus they like to take liberties in Hollywood.
Yeah. So
Like, think about it. Well, if you go back, like last week, you guys talked about Max Payne, which was my game I picked, and
yep.
I wish I would have been here for Max Payne, man, because it's one of my favorite games.
Mhm.
But if you look at the Max Payne movie, that had damn near little to do with what happened in the game.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Sometimes the game to movie doesn't, like the Resident Evil films.
And I thought Mark
They
Wahlberg
weren't
could have
good.
pulled it off, but just it was so rushed, and they took so much liberties out
I
of
liked it.
that movie.
The
Like,
Uncharted one I liked.
I haven't seen the Uncharted movie. Only reason I'm kind of scared to.
I liked it.
Um, but excuse me. But off topic, I'm hearing that Mario movie is nothing
Yeah.
about the game,
I
which is good.
I want to see that though. It'll be better than Mario and Luigi with like Wazamo. You know, remember that? And what's the other guy's name? He was in Roger Rabbit. I can't remember his name right
Yeah,
now. But the Mario movie, actually, for the animated one, looks good. I actually want to see that.
yeah, it does look good.
Actually,
What got me to want to go see the Mario movie was he's like, "Let's go," and like he gets just punched by Bowser and just gets knocked out. I was like, "Yes, I want to go see that."
I think it'll be good. I really do. I really do.
Because how much story can you tell about a 1D game or a 2D game?
Exactly. You
Like
could.
how you
Yeah,
can
but
tell
you
like
could make any story out of that. You could do any storyline and anything with them. You just create something. You create a new
yeah,
storyline. You create a new story for them.
like you can't keep it
It's
so basic. You can add
nope.
so much to it, and I'm
Yep.
like, this is gonna turn out pretty well. I guarantee it's gonna come out pretty funny and have some fun in it.
Yeah, I like I think it might be a good attempt. I think to do that.
Excuse me.
But like
Tired.
I said, like The Last of Us, I might even get on PC. I may just get on PC and play it again. That's how much I loved it.
So this game is for you is like one of your all time favorites.
This is one of my all-time favorite games. Yeah, it's one of the best games I've ever played.
See, for you, this is Last of Us. One game I'll talk about in the future. For me, it was Mafia 2.
Mafia 2 I play on PC. It's awesome.
I played
Mafia
it.
2 Remastered is awesome. So is 1. 1 is even better.
I
They're
don't like.
both great.
I think one's good.
It's different.
Mafia 2 for me. I bought it on launch in 09. Okay, I
Yep.
followed it. I had the demo forever on my PS3. I bought it on PS4 at PlayStation Now.
Yep.
I replayed it on PS4. Then bought the remaster, and I'm buying it again. I've bought it on Xbox 360. I've bought it on 2 different systems 6 times. I love that game inside and out. I know all the cut content of it.
Yep.
I've watched interviews of the creator Dan Varva of what the game was supposed to be because over half the game's been cut.
Yeah.
And
they
they
did a lot of stuff for it.
Nobody's known that. So I'll talk more about that later because if I get into it, I'll get into it.
Yeah, that's
but that
something
for
we
me
could
is
talk
the
about.
game my favorite.
That's something we could talk about on the next show. Is that series because I still play 1 and 2 and 3. I play them on the PC 1 and 2. The remastered of 1 and 2 looks so good. It looks so good on PC.
And I'm glad I'm talking to you about it.
So
and because
good,
you know
man.
me, I was on another gaming show before. When that was my turn to pick the game, and I picked that, nobody had ever played it, and I didn't get to share, that enthusiasm with somebody,
so
and I just had to like.
Just don't say anything about how it ends. I haven't completed either of them, so don't say a thing.
You haven't completed either of them yet?
Don't say anything.
Oh no!
I played about half of them. Don't say a word. Do not say anything. Just like you haven't played The Last of Us. Every PlayStation player has played The Last of Us. Like 99% of people have. It's the same thing.
But like I said,
still great though.
For The Last of Us, I'm glad they're coming out. I thought the casting.
That guy is great. What's his name?
He's amazing.
I thought he's in Mandalorian. He is such a good actor, man.
Yeah, I thought he was a great pick for Joel. And I thought, I thought like the new remaster on the PS5 wasn't that good. Like it looked real bad, downgraded.
Well, now they're coming out with another remaster. They came out with another remaster of it on PC.
Man, it's just a cash grab. Naughty Dog is like, oh, you want this game back?
I think so. I think it's more in line because the show is out.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth buying on PC because a lot of people never had a PS3. They play on PC forever, and they never played that game. And when people play that game, they're like, "This is unbelievable." Like
Well,
that's
I
how I
hope
would play it.
the reason I love when things get brought to PC is the mods that come with it. I'm looking forward to somebody switching out those characters and me watching Barney and Sonic kill, monkeys or something. That's what I'm ready. Damn, I'm an Xbox guy now. I guess I'm gonna have to break the PS5 out of the box
He
for the
never,
first
yeah,
time
the
for the
little
last one.
PS5 he never like uses. It's like a gathering dust. If I had a
But
PS5, I'd play it
I'm
every
a
day.
PS5. I'm a PS5 guy too.
I
It's
want one,
just
just haven't
I
got one
I
yet.
thought the Game Pass was a little bit more worth my money than
I think it is. I think
yeah
I was talking about that last week. The Game Pass, I think it's just worth it. And you can play every exclusive. PlayStation, you can't play the exclusives till like a year later. Like
yeah
it's not day one. Like what I love about like even when the new Madden comes out, you can get those 10-hour trials.
uh-huh.
You can play play the Madden 10 trial. You can play the trial for the hockey games. You'll be able to pay a trial, so you could try something out. Remember, you'd buy a game and it would suck like back in the day.
yeah
Something like that. So I think Game Pass, but PlayStation Plus is not bad, but Game Pass is I think it's a great deal to be honest.
finding
Uh,
one of my games on there. I just found Fight Night Champions.
oh yeah, it's on there. Yeah,
Love it because
yeah, great.
for the longest, there was one game everybody asked for on Game Pass,
Uh huh.
and that was for like 6 years on Xbox One. They wanted, uh, they really wanted Fight Night, the last one. They have four, but they didn't have the champions.
Yep.
Champions finally got brought on there. The whole Xbox community went crazy,
Dude, they
and
still
then me being
you can fight online. You can fight online. Still,
yes, they brought back the
still,
creative.
which is great. Which is great,
Yes,
man.
they
It's
brought
such a
back
great
online
boxing
service.
game. It's such a great game. It's so good. There's a new boxing game called Undisputed.
If that's the one I've been seeing.
It's
And
like
it's,
new, but I've only seen a little bit of it.
I've
It came
seen
out on
like
PC.
videos of like that weightlifter from England. He's in it. They have like Thor in it and shit.
Uh,
Like, I don't
the
know. I
Fight
just
Night's great. The Fight Night games is another great series. You know what I
the
mean?
best was being Butterbean trying to beat somebody.
Butterbean won a lot of fights. I mean, if he caught you with those power punches he'd knock you out. Like Butterbean, like was seemed like but I wouldn't want to fight him. He's not a
God,
great
no.
fighter, but oh my goodness, like if you
Remember
ever
what he
seen
did?
like,
Remember what he did to
oh
Johnny
man,
Knoxville? He like hits him so hard that like he cracks open the back of Johnny Knoxville's head on the concrete.
Meiko says, "Come on, classic Punch Out can't be touched." I agree with that in ways. Punch Out
Yeah,
is great.
Punch Out's one of the 5 best boxing games.
Yeah.
But like, are we talking Mike Tyson Punch Out? Are we talking Wii Punch Out?
Mike Tyson Punch Out, the
Are
original
we
Punch Out,
talking?
the first one.
Are we talking SNES Punch Out? Because that was good too.
No, I go to the original.
I think all the
OG.
Punch Outs were really good. I ain't gonna lie. My craziest thing I ever saw, and because I watch speed runs sometimes, or I'll watch Kaizo runs.
Yep.
I watched this guy beat Wii Punch Out blindfolded.
Well, because there's a pattern to it and a
Yes,
to it.
He listens to the
know?
cues. He's blindfolded, and it's for charity. Loved it. I watched the whole thing.
Yep.
He beat not just the first round, but champion defending mode, where they get a buff. Knocked all of them out. I was like, that's how you know you play this too much. I don't even want to play it no more.
There are some people that would dig into a game so much. Let's see, Meiko says, Tyson, I think people have thousands of hours logged playing that game, including me too. I have thousands. I played that every single night for hours for years when I was a kid.
Trying to beat Tyson.
I beat Tyson. I definitely.
Who's your favorite Mike Tyson Punch Out opponent?
Oh man, I like the guy you got to punch in the belly. You got to wait till
King Hippo.
King Hippo. I also like
I like Piston Honda.
Piston Honda, yeah, Piston Honda was tough. Where you had that punch where,
yeah.
Oh yeah, memory cards. Like just the other day, Meiko says, remember memory cards. Just the other day, I was on my PS2 emulator.
Yeah.
And you got to make memory cards. I'm like, memory cards. So you got to format your memory card, and I had like 8 megabytes on it. And they had
8
like
megabytes. Jesus.
Like you remember, like, and you're like, damn, my memory card's full. and now I gotta like find another memory card. Oh man, I knew you got like 8
When I had a
memory cards for
PS2,
everything.
I had a red memory card. My
Yep,
dad had a blue memory card, and my mom used a black one. So
yep.
we know whose is who. And I used to take some of their memory cards and like delete some of their stuff, and then put a save on it real quick. And then like like 2 days later, I would delete something and switch it. And then switching data was so easy on those things. Like
Yeah.
all you had to do is say this, move here, there, and it would switch it right over. I was like,
Yep.
wow, that's so convenient. But
Oh.
getting into our second game tonight, this is where I'm gonna come in, and you'll
Uh-huh.
see me geek out just a little bit. Metal Gear Solid,
Oh,
one of
what a
the
great game.
love it
Uh,
so much.
so our new sponsor, Monkey Cult Coffee. Use promo code OTTBS Sports at the checkout at monkeycultcoffee.com for their bourbon chocolate infused coffee.
Get
Coffee is
10%
excellent.
off.
Get 10% off and get your bags of coffee today.
It's
Monkeycultcoffee.com.
guys, it's amazing.
It is very good.
Chocolate bourbon coffee. It goes down so smooth. You barely need any creamer for it. Like it just tastes amazing.
And I love coffee. I'm a big coffee guy. I need my coffee in the morning. Otherwise,
My
I always
wife
need it in the
has
always,
my wife
always.
since getting the coffee, she has stopped going to Starbucks, stopped going there. She makes her own
Oh
coffee in the
yeah,
morning because it's that good. She's like,
make it fresh. Yeah,
she's literally just spent like $60 on bags of coffee. I'm like for our
yeah,
new house, and
yeah.
she's like it's amazing. She's like it tastes
Oh, it's good.
so delicious.
Yep.
She's like I don't have to go, you know, to get a $6 coffee no more. I just take my thermos in and it's I'm like, oh, it's great. Like
Yeah,
I like it myself.
what I do is I have those little K cup filters, so I put fresh coffee in it, and
Yeah,
that's how I make my coffee in the morning. I can't
she
name
made
the
a
last time I bought coffee
she
ever.
made like the bourbon chocolate. She made like a cold brew with it.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
it
oh,
was
good. I
so
gotta try that.
good, so good. She put a
For
little bit of
summertime, that's good.
she
Yeah,
put a little bit of French vanilla cream in it. Perfect.
perfect. Yep.
But get it, and then we got another sponsor for you guys. This is for a family of our family member of ours. Like I said, here at Out of Box, we are a family, not your average age softball organization. It was built on leadership and dedication to help young girls strive for greatness. We want to ask you if you can to donate, but you can message Michael Spencer at Out of Box Sports. He is, taking in all the donations for it, and we just want to say thank you for everyone you can donate. We appreciate it. Like I said, it goes to a youth softball league for women, and we are all for it here. It's our family, and we want to
Absolutely.
thank you.
Yep.
But get into Metal Gear Solid. I played this game when I'm a little bit younger than you, so I started out on PlayStation 2. I'm not gonna lie, I put PlayStation 1 a little bit, but
Hmm.
I started off with that big tanker mission in
Yep.
MGS2,
That's great. That's a great mission. I played that game
and
a long time ago, but it's great.
I played through that game, and I just found it like the stealth was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like just and I would do stupid stuff like I would like wait for him to hit the corner, and then I would do the roll and knock him down.
Yep. I'd always get stuck at the stairs. Like when you have to start like going up the stairs and like avoiding the guys, until you learn the pattern of of the enemy. I can't tell you how many times I died on that boat.
Yeah,
Starting that mission.
Evan, have you ever seen an Atari 2600? Maybe I'll let you play.
I have.
I'm not a dinosaur. I don't need that. My phone has more processing power
That's
than that.
That's the first thing I played was on Atari.
The first game I played was a PlayStation 2. But other games I had the little Namco joystick.
Yeah.
I used to play like Pac-Man and stuff. Yeah, I used to have those too. I had fun on those.
Two button or one button and a joystick, or some of them had two. But I started out playing like Asteroids, Pitfall, Othello, like all that stuff.
I like Dig Dug. That's the oldest I'll go is Dig Dug.
Yep, Asteroids was excellent.
God, fucking dinosaurs, man. God.
Yep.
But for me, Metal Gear Solid, man, it's stuck in my heart because seeing Metal Gear Ray jump out that ocean,
Yep.
and like you had to and I took a break from the series for a long time because I didn't understand it. I was like, I don't understand this. So my friend, we had a sleepover one night, and we ended up going through all the Metal Gears from then to 4.
Yeah.
So he had like 3 Snake Eater. He had a GameCube, so we played Twin Snakes, which is the remake of the first one with better graphics.
Mm-hmm.
So we played Twin Snakes all the way up to 4, and I was just sitting there, I'm like, it's a good story. Like it's a real good story. And some years went by, and I played my favorite one, which was 5. I played
Oh,
5, and
5 is great.
I fell in love. You listen, Dan. You want to like it's one of my top 5 games. You've seen how much I played it in the last 2 weeks since buying it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, the whole series is great. I mean, like I
Yeah,
said, Metal Gear Solid, I played on PlayStation.
yeah. I
Like
played
that's you know,
I
it was
played this
great.
one, and I enjoyed so much. I played Peace Walker on my PSP, and I played Acid on my PSP too.
Mhm.
So those are not canon, but they kind of are. But I played these games and I fell in love with the characters, the story of it. But 5, man, 5 just hit like
5 is excellent because you could do anything. If you could like hide in a box, hide in all kinds. You could just like all the kinds of stuff
open
you could
world.
do.
That's one
Yep.
thing. Open world. I
Yep.
love the base building.
Yeah.
Like and then it's like you're complimented with not killing people. Like if you go in there guns blazing, yeah, you get the job done. That's fine. I don't. Nobody cares.
No, you want to
But
do like you want to do stealth and make sure nobody sees you,
yes,
where
but
you're
the thing,
sneaking like right underneath a guy or something like that. You know what I mean?
very very true. But the thing is, what I like is if you're starting to get too many headshots, next time you go out, soldiers will wear helmets.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll like adjust
You
for
know,
your
if you're going out
tactics.
at if you're going out at nighttime too much, they'll start getting night vision goggles. If
Yep.
you're
So you really got to be good.
if you're putting too many bullets in the body, they'll start getting body armor.
Yep.
And you got to combat that with your army. So not only are you knocking these guys out and you're sending them back to your base,
Yep.
you're also these guys have abilities like one's good at R&D, or one's good at combat,
Yep.
one's good at medical, one's good
Yep.
at intel gathering.
Yep.
And you have to balance that out on your base. And when you have too much, like say you're maxed out at level 25 medical, you have to rebuild another facility
Yeah.
to upgrade that. And I'm like, I love that because I love resource gathering. I never played Metal Gear Solid. It's like Army of Two. No. And I'll get into
No.
Army of Two, but I love Army of Two also.
Army of Two is totally different.
It's totally different. This is more in the line of Splinter Cell,
Yes.
Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
kind of
It's
thing.
stealth, like stealth,
You
like
are rewarded for
covert
the
ops stealth.
biggest stealth ever.
Yep.
And like I wouldn't say just jump into 5, but the older ones play so badly. Like
Yeah. They
like
just
you
don't
can
play as well.
they don't play as well nowadays, and it kind of reminds me of Resident Evil. Everybody's like, "Oh, Resident Evil 4 just came out. It's one of the best ones ever."
The remasters, the remakes are better.
Yes, they are very much better.
Like
But
4 and 2, they remade.
but if you play like the originals, you're gonna get tired.
It's clunky.
It's very clunky.
You think it back like when you play games today, how smooth games are. You go back and some people have no idea. Like
What we put up with.
you would just die in Resident Evil or Metal Gear Solid just based on the clunky controls, and you had to like learn how to like deal with that. Like that's why it was just so different playing.
How about in the Assassin's Creed when you're climbing a building and you hit the button too fast, he just jumps off and just falls loose.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the one of the best things that parkour's about. But you know, um, but Metal Gear Solid like is such a great covert ops like game that it's very tactical. You got to be
You know
pretty
what game I
smart.
would? You know what game I would? Compare it to? If you played Ghost Recon Wildlands,
Yes.
it's very much like that.
Actually, I was just gonna Wildlands. You can get on Game Pass.
Yeah, I just put
Wildlands is underrated. Like it's open world.
Yes.
It's older, from 2016, 17, but Wildlands is excellent. It's very good.
Maybe we'll talk about
Very
that next.
underrated.
Yeah, it's like Ghost Recon. It's like play if you
I'd
played
say it's like Ghost Recon.
Wildlands, because Wildlands kind of rebooted the series.
Wildlands is better than the other one. There's Wildlands, and then there's the other
Breakthrough.
one. Wildlands is much better. Much better.
Yeah, well, I'll get into Ghost Recon later about that because I do like that series also. But if you ever watch Wildlands, the openness of the area,
Totally open.
like, and there's also places like sure, I got to get to this base and get this information. There's not just two ways into the base. It's not like, oh well, there's a thing that way and there's a thing this way. There's two entrances. There could be a pipe under the thing where you can climb under. The Menindel oil fields. If you play that mission in 5, there's the front of the base and then the side of the base, and they're all heavily armored. And you're like, how do I get to the spot? And you have two objectives:
You have to
blow up.
sneak in.
You have to blow up the thing, the pumps or the containers, and then you have to blow up your you have to get you have to shut down the pumps.
Hmm.
So there's actually a way to go by the river and go under a pipe and
Yep.
get into the facility
Yep.
without anybody noticing, and it's actually a real good way to sneak around. Now, what I like about five is the buddy system.
Yeah.
Like D Dog is so much fun to play with. Um, can smell enemies up to 60 meters away and mark them for you. Like I'm sorry, five is probably the Fox engine itself was probably one of the most wasted engines
Yep.
because of Konami taking it with him, and that's his engine. I'm like, there were so many games that could have been used on that platform. It was
Yeah.
so beautiful. It's beautiful now.
But 5 is like the culmination of all the Metal Gear Solid games. Like,
Yes.
and it is like it's probably the best Metal Gear Solid game, even than 1 and 2, just because
Yeah.
of all the aspects in it, and it's open world, and it's covert, and it's difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the same thing with Wildlands. Like when you have to break it, you have to be really good, really sneaky. You have to sneak right under enemies. It's difficult. You gotta tag enemies. You gotta escape. Like there's all types of
Yeah.
what you can go in guns blazing. You can go in stealth. You could do go with a vehicle like that. Let's see.
Do you have to start work Metal Gear Solid 1 or no? To understand the story, it's very convoluted. I'll save you time. If you go on YouTube and watch the breakdown of the timelines,
Yeah.
it will explain everything for you. And
Yep.
then you can just go into 5 and enjoy it. Because if you start at 1, I'm telling you now, man, you're gonna be by 4, you'll be like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like
Okay, because they also had the Metal Gear Solid with that ninja guy.
riding, yeah.
Yeah, that which was totally different. The
Well,
other
that's
Metal Gear,
Revengeance. That's
yeah,
that one came out.
Revengeance. Yeah,
That
but
came out after 4.
the one Metal Gear Solid game that wasn't good, people say is the zombie one. Remember?
Survive. Well,
Yeah,
that's after
Survive. It
Konami.
was yeah that flopped. I think I don't think that was very good. Just the
That was
concept was cool, but it doesn't
yeah.
fit that RPG.
That was after Kojima left. They are in talks now. What I've
Kojima
heard,
is great.
Kojima is considering coming back because he wants to do a remake of the first one on the Fox
Oh,
engine.
it would be awesome.
And I was like, Shadow Moses on 5. Oh yes, he's gonna be
Well, look how
shivers.
good. I know a lot of people have played it, but Death Stranding, Konami made that. Kojima made that.
I
It's
did.
not for everybody. I'm talking about how the game looks.
Yo, it
The,
looked
the
beautiful.
game looks incredible, and if they could make a remake, what Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2 like that, man, it would be awesome. Hey, what's up, Ken?
Ken, hey,
Ken,
what's up, man?
what's going on, man?
How you guys doing?
But a remake, but Kojima is like one of the most brilliant game, creators out there. Like he is unbelievable, Kojima. So
Yeah, I definitely think I know. The thing about 5 that really pisses me off though is he says it's his magnum opus, it's his best work ever, which I agree. It probably is his best work.
I would agree with that.
But there's so much that was missing out of it. Like I seen some of the concept art, and I hate when things that look so cool are cut.
Yeah,
Because of time, it bothers me. So I'm like, it really bothers me so much.
of course it does.
And because I like, I don't want to spoil it because now I really want people to play
No,
it.
don't say a word.
I won't say a word, but a certain character is supposed to be in 5, and he had a
It
cool,
wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't, and and I was just like, oh man, and he looks so cool.
Well, the thing is, like the thing of speaking of your not average Joe Janes, it's Ken Fry's daughter, team host of Vegas Sports Scene and the Batcave. Yeah, check them out. They're on Saturdays, I think. Pretty sure they're on Saturdays. So check them out, but definitely help out. You're not your average Janes with any help they need with equipment and other things. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid, is such an excellent game, and even if they made a new one, I think it would be pretty awesome if they made a new one. So but I want to play 5. I played part of it, but not all of it.
See, what confuses people about 5 is you go through the first set of missions and then you go back and you have to do them again. And it's actually really fun. Like, I ain't gonna lie, because I enjoyed messing around in the game itself. Um, I just like base building. I thought like everything combined in it was good. Even if you don't want to play it for the story,
Yeah.
You could pick up Ground Zeroes and uh 5
Yeah.
in like for like $10 altogether.
Yeah, it's not expensive because it's an older game.
Yeah, so
It's
like you could
affordable.
definitely play the prequel to it. No problem, Ken.
No
Your
problem,
family,
Ken.
brother.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Any way we can help out, get other people to help out, it's all good, man. You're very welcome.
But like for me, Metal Gear Solid 5 it's definitely a magnum opus. I just feel like if it's gonna be your magnum opus, everything has to be involved in it. And like everything you want in it has to be in it.
But also you have to remember, like, sometimes it's due to time, sometimes it's due to assets. Sometimes like
This time it was due to negligence.
maybe.
Konami wanted Kojima out because they thought with Metal Gear being his product, that they could
take
do
it
it
with
without
them.
him.
Yeah, they can't do without him.
They can't. They've proven
not with that game.
It's to the point now where that thing's been dormant for so long. PlayStation is offering to buy it
because if he makes it and goes forward with it, it will make a lot of money. Kojima is huge.
It's one of those game franchises that you're not gonna be able to escape. Like for me, I don't know how Leslie Benzie and Sam and Dan Houser left Rockstar. That's their baby.
I know.
And like this is what got me worried about GTA 6, and I'll get into that in a minute because when we get into our free period, I'll get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what scares me about GTA 6 is that you don't have the original 3 there. Those original 3 produced, wrote, and every game since Rockstar became an idol.
Four, San Andreas, and 5 are like the best ones, I think. 2 is great
3.
too. 3 is great, but story wise,
for gaming,
I don't know if I'd say Blizzard. I might say oh man. Oh, I can't think of them. They made I like not Decima. Who made the Naughty Dog, I would say, is better. And Rockstar I would say is better.
Those are my 2, I think. Another one that's a little bit underrated, IO Interactive. They've come out with some bangers in the last 10 years. Activision's really dropped the ball with Call of Duty. They've just now picked it up.
But then you have Sony Game Studios who they make those great exclusives, all those exclusive games for them. I like Activision, but Blizzard's good, but Blizzard's had a lot of stuff go on with them at the same time.
Yeah. And
they make good games though.
Bungie's okay.
And then what's
put Rockstar and Naughty Dog up there because
and then what's the Fallout games? I forget why, for some reason it's slipping my mind.
Bethesda.
I think Bethesda's also really solid, but they've also had issues too. Management issues.
All right, this is where I'm going to get into the problem. I don't like with Bethesda. I'm a huge Wolfenstein fan.
Those games are great.
Wolfenstein.
When the classic new order, ones too.
When the new order was coming out, and they had that like cinematic trailer, and it's like the Nazis in the '60s and stuff like that. I'm like, I want it. I count it down to the days.
You're talking about the second one or the first one?
The new order when the reboot came out.
Okay, I got you.
So when the new order came out, I was like, yes, I want it. Like I'm fucking waiting for it.
So good.
And I played it, loved it. Played the new Colossus, loved it.
Loved it. It was great too, yeah.
And if you know the lore of Doom and Wolfenstein,
Blazkowicz.
Doom guy is BJ Blazkowicz III.
Ah, I did not know that.
And his father was Arthur Blazkowicz. It says it. They went back and retconned it and made it 2 females as his daughters. And I didn't like that because it was supposed to be a son and a daughter.
Yep. I just want to say, please check out our Twitter page at OTTBS_junkies. Live streaming coming soon to the page. So we're going to be doing that in the future.
Yes, me and
We need to test out the streaming a bit to make sure my rig can handle it, of course, on how we're going to do that. But that is going to be coming in the future. We're going to start streaming content, streaming games, doing stuff like that to, show us, what we play, and it'll be a lot of fun. So in the future, we're going to be doing that.
we are going to be starting off. We're going to do an NFL draft. Go back and forth and rebuild a team. But there's so much of that content out there, and we are big sports fans.
There's a lot of content like that out there.
Yeah, there's so much of it. Right now it's getting overflooded. What I haven't seen is some that.
This is my friend. This is my friend Jimmy. Says killer headphones.
I agree. It's better than mine. But
yeah.
right now, what I see is we're going to be doing an NHL rebuild. I will be taking the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yep.
Dan has not announced his team yet, but I am picking the Flyers because I'm a Flyers fan.
I mean, do I really need to rebuild the Rangers? I mean, they went to Eastern Conference Final.
How about you pick a Western team?
I'll pick a team that,
like Winnipeg,
that hasn't won a cup, and I'll decide which one. But we both got to take a team from the bottom. A team
Flyers are at the bottom
that needs to be rebuilt. You know what I'm saying? Mako Spencer says, "Yeah, can't wait for some." Yeah, right. Yeah, people would fall asleep because it's so slow. You're just like getting materials, cutting trees down, digging to the ground, getting soil.
Paul plays
getting
creative.
Actually, I've seen it. It's pretty cool. Like the people that do the creative stuff, like they'll build whole stadiums, whole cities. Oh. I'm saying it's cool to look at. It's not fun to watch. I gotta watch it like a 50. Like typically, people don't stream what they build. Like they'll show it afterwards because it takes hours and days and weeks and months to do stuff like that. But me, I've never been that patient. No. I'm like, I need some action. I need like a sports game or something where I'm like, killing zombies.
Can you
or
imagine
like that,
if we got everybody that's on out of the box to buy Minecraft and we have a new system and we all just made one world? Oh my God. I would have to literally me and you would have to run around saving these poor old men because they wouldn't know what to do. It would be the biggest train wreck ever.
Minecraft is huge, man. The people make some pretty cool stuff in it, but me, I don't have the patience for it. You know what I'm saying? Eileen says, I just want you to play The Sims. Oh, she loves The Sims.
Oh, man,
she loves me. I'm not patient enough for The Sims either. Like I tried to play it one day. I'm like, this is I can't. All right, this is too slow.
I have watched some of those videos of like City Builder, and like some of those cities that people.
City Builder solid. That I play. I like that. That I like. I like the Civilization games or like the Age of Empires is war, but you build up your town, you build up your city, and you like defend it. Make it better. Come on, I built the entire city of Philadelphia, all stadium, even city center. That's pretty impressive. How long did it take, Mako? How long did it take you to do that?
Dan, let me ask you a question.
What?
Do you play Civilization 6?
Yeah, sometimes.
Can you teach me how to play?
Yes. One day I could teach you how to play.
Okay, because I played 5, and I played it like on a. All right, this sounds weird. I played it in school. And I went against somebody.
Oh, they're great games.
It was a point system. And
you could do multiplayer or single player. You could play the story.
I was playing it last night, and like it was so slow. I'm like, it's not this. It wasn't this slow before. Like, what do I do? No. I'm like it took like 12 turns for me to get warriors, and I'm like.
It's all turn based. So that's the thing about Civilization. Like what I like is I like more Age of Empires.
I've heard of it.
It's a classic game. Mike says James playing The Sims right now.
Yeah, she bought it on my PS5, on my PS4, and she then bought it on.
Eileen T says Mike Sims was busted out was a game. Yeah, where you dance instead. Like it's all based on dancing. Oh, we got questions coming like crazy here. Micro Spencer says, well, some people don't sleep. So there's your answer. You guys know me. Luckily, 5 hours. I'm the same way, Miko. I'm the same way. I go to bed at like 1, 2 o'clock. But I'll wake up at 8.
I can't.
I'll still just wake up at 8 or 7
See,
automatically.
I won't even get 8 hours of sleep. I'll go to bed at like 11, 12 o'clock.
6 maybe.
I'll go to bed at like 8. Well, like I'll go to bed at 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I get up every hour on the hour because, like I said, I got a 9-month-old baby. I got
Oh
two
man,
fucking.
you're probably up all the time. You know.
He gets up like every other hour, wanting something, and then he's been a little moody lately. He's gonna move, and I got 2 giant puppies that sleep in bed with me. So like they're moving, and then they decide to start play fighting at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I got to shut that shit down.
Mexico says, "I lucky if I get an hour a day if I'm lucky." Yeah, you're a Cowboys fan. We know you're weird.
I don't know, man. He was telling me the one day, you know, get dinosaur, leave. We're talking about modern games, and you're sitting there talking about Cuba. Go somewhere. No, one of my dad's favorite games. I know he was commenting last week. You know, he didn't get to watch too much, but his was Max Payne.
Max Payne was awesome.
He introduced me to Max Payne when I was a kid, and what I loved, my favorite mission in Max Payne, and I'm gonna give him a chance to comment it because he knows what my favorite mission is in that first one, and I still play the first one to this day.
Oh, the first's great.
And I'm happy that Remedy is taking the leash from Rockstar. Rockstar's going to publish it, but Remedy, the original makers of Max Payne, are doing the remake.
That's good. The remake of the controls will be so much better on the remake.
It's
very clunky, the original.
Well, the movement was clunky, but I want the style to stay the same.
I used to strafe, and jump around corners every single time. Jumping across that bullet time.
Come on, Pop. Man. What was my favorite? If you don't say it, I'll say it in a few minutes. But
Mike says, that is that monkey called coffee keeping you up. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, like well, I'm a type of person. I'll drink a cup of coffee. It's what time is it?
You know what I used to do? It's gonna sound weird. I used
to eat coffee. 9. I'll drink a cup of coffee at like 9 o'clock at night. I'm crazy like that.
That's an old people thing. That's an old people thing.
Hey, I'm
telling you, well, like once you hit like 40, 43, like some people just like you just enjoy a cup of coffee in the middle of the night. I'm like some of that all the time. I'm like, you hit that age where you stop drinking like water and Gatorade in the middle of the night, and you just get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're like somebody recovering from AA. You know, like somebody who's in AA, you just drink coffee all the time.
Mike says the Bloodline board. The mission.
No, that's not my favorite. That was annoying because all you hear is wah. And
oh my god!
Over again.
Oh, that's right, Max Payne. You would go into like
a dream state.
Into like a dream. Oh my god, those dream states were so freaky, man.
And you had to like.
Oh, that's one of the best parts of the game.
When you're following Vinny Gognitti.
Oh yeah.
And you have to jump onto the train.
Oh, I died so many times.
Yes, that was my favorite because that was so cool. Like you're chasing them up the steps, and as soon as you get to the bottom of the steps, you hear the door close, and you open the door, and the cutscene plays. He's blasting and blasting. And all you see is him go and jump. You're like, so I got to do that. And so I used to always do bullet time and just like slowly like back off.
Oh yeah, you could do the bullet time. Like if you had to like jump to areas, you would always use the bullet time to like guide yourself, because if I didn't do the bullet time, I would die. Like I made sure I have enough. I got the bullet time. And even if I'm not shooting, you just always had to use that. I use it the whole game.
Yeah, and the funny part is when you jump off the train, whatever weapon you had, it looked so weird when you used to jump off the train that it would like morph inside your body. I love that part though. That part was so good. Like the first half of the game was so much better than the second half of the game.
Yeah.
Like especially when you're dealing with like, armed guards and stuff.
But buildings and stuff and that kind of stuff.
All I remember was the sound of that shotgun. That shotgun was so OP for the first half of the game.
Yeah.
And like you didn't have to, your cursor didn't have to be exactly on somebody.
No.
It just had to be around them.
You can like 2 guys at once. Like guys are like next to each other, like spray and take on both of them. Such a great game. Like it's so much fun.
Boom. I remember the sound of that. And what got me on that game, man, is Danny's definitely getting old. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yep, I agree. Gray in the beard, yep.
But what got me on that game was the comic book style, the noir.
Yeah, that's what I like. Like the way they tell stories, it's like comic book, drawings.
And that was used to actually save money. during the
Oh
game
yeah,
development.
it's definitely because if you have like just the cutscenes for games, they are probably expensive.
Yeah, back then
Like
they
if
definitely were too.
like back then that was the key, but they went that route, and I thought that was a very old nostalgic way to tell a story. You know,
Yeah,
I I,
it
I
fit
love that
the
it did that.
it fit the crime genre, but what people don't know is about that game was Max Payne was come out on PS1.
Yeah, that's
They
what I played.
actually
That's what I played it on.
no, it came out on PS2.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
It was supposed to come out on PS1. There's actually a low grade build of Max Payne on PS1.
Yep.
It kind of looks like Metal Gear Solid a little bit with the first one.
Yep.
It kind of like with the blurry face stuff like that. There's
Yeah.
a build of it. As soon as the PS2 came out, they switched and went on they cut the. It was supposed to come out in '97. When the PS2 came out, they switched it over to the new one and made the graphics better.
Yeah, there's still the graphics are still old as hell. Like when you go back and play
Oh
that
yeah,
game, you're like,
definitely.
you just like, you know, this is what I enjoyed. Like you ever look at those old games, you're like this is like epic back then. You know, like Madden, like the old ones is epic. Now it's like compared to today, it's not as good. You know,
Every
so
guy just want to
young people have no idea, like
see. You know
how
what I
we
miss
love.
about the old Maddens, and I'll tell you this was the drills. Remember the drills, like the mini
Yes,
camps? They were
yes.
so much fun. I
Oh,
was like,
08, 08 has that. I think Madden 08,
yeah, I was the last one to have
which is
it.
one of the really great Maddens, one of the last real great ones, which I play on emulator with better graphics and updated rosters.
I have it for Xbox 360. I played the original,
Yeah,
but I don't play at 60 frames per second.
it's great at 60 frames. It doesn't matter 30 or 60. It's still great.
Yeah, it
That
definitely
doesn't
is.
make a difference. You know?
Uh, one of the games I just bought recently. Remember the X-Men games?
Yes.
Geez, I need some more Monkey Call coffee now. I'm playing games all tonight. Paul, listen, we've given you about 4 or 5 games you need to go play right now. There we go.
There we go.
I'm sorry, Maiko.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
but he needs that coffee so he can stay up and finish the city of Philadelphia.
God,
You
yeah,
know,
I
he'll fall
can't. I
asleep right
can't.
at the computer, in the middle of a build, then he'll realize, oh, I just knocked half my building down by accident.
Paul was
That's
Paul was
something.
like, oh, if you get an Xbox, let me know. We'll play. I'm like, okay. I have not seen him get on one time for his Xbox. I'm like, it's been like 5 days ago. And if he gets on for like a half hour and he gets off. I'm like, can you send me a message, dude? We could have like played Madden or something. But like I said, I've been like really heavy into Metal Gear Solid. I've been crazy into NHL 22. I've been trying it
I
out a little
haven't
bit.
I haven't bought the new one because it's basically the same game.
Same
That's the
game.
problem with EA is like it's great on next gen, but 23 there's not the only difference is the rosters. You
Yeah.
know, so but on
So that's how I started
next
my,
gen
my
it's
flyers.
great.
When I started my own flyers for my personal,
Uh huh.
I got rid of Giroux. I got some picks for him. I'm sitting on like same idiot I let
Somebody will
and
let it die. Oh my god, that's so messed up.
see
It
that's
was
what's
that
that's
is so messed up. That's why you have to like secure your server
time out, time
because
out,
someone will come in and destroy your stuff.
time out. How did Paul, who's in creative, like dynamite? Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't. And
Yep,
Paul,
you
you
can
need to
blow
start looking
stuff
at
up
your
with it.
niece if she did that. You probably told her no ice cream after dinner, and she went to your Minecraft world and started playing TNT.
The Comcast building. My God. And how much of it do you have to rebuild? I hope not the whole thing. I'd be pissed. I would let anyone in my server ever again if that happened.
I'll tell you one story. A couple buddies of mine, we were playing Warzone, and we were getting pretty, pissed off at Warzone. So he's like, "Yo, do you got Minecraft?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Let's start a world together." So we started a world. We picked out our houses and stuff, and we started building. And I was being a dick. I was just like, I was playing a whole bunch of TNT in his house with I had no ambition to set it off. I was sitting there taking all the like
Oh my
TNT off.
God. Biko says the entire thing basically took me 16
16 hours.
hours. I
I
told
can't.
you it's very tedious and you gotta be very patient and you gotta get all the materials
I would
and
just reload an
all that
older
stuff.
save. That's when you save the server right as it's finished. Somebody comes in and messes up, you reload that server from that point.
Well, the problem with the server is it's live. sometimes when you do something on a server, it's not you can't undo that.
Well, he should have a offline server then.
You know, if it was something else, like if I was like in Death Stranding, where you're stuck on an island, or something like that, then yeah, where you gotta like build something, or Valheim does that. Um, manual save.
But yeah, like for me, like I said, I can't. I started off with my Flyers. I got rid of Giroux. I got rid of all the older
You
guys.
might as well.
I got rid of Kevin Hayes. I got
Yeah.
Torlufa. I don't know how to say his name. He's from Calgary. I got hit. He's a defenseman.
Toffoli?
Yeah.
Some hockey names are hard to pronounce, but you have to like do it because the roster is different than it was last year.
Yeah, so I got Toffoli. I got him as because Flyers need defense.
Oh, man.
I let Sean Couturier run with the team. So
Yep.
I got a couple like young right and left wingers for him. I promoted Oscar Lindbaum. You know,
Yep.
I was a big fan of his. Yeah, I brought I brought the younger squad up and I just let them play, and we went from I think like we were like 9-20 to like 20-25. So like we're definitely gaining ground.
Mike says he played MLB the show. Yeah, I have. I've been playing MLB the
same thing
show.
as 20. It's been saying it's 22. It's the
Oh
same
well,
thing.
it's same, but I think they added more stages. But I love MLB the show 22, and I've been playing it every day, Mike. Like every single day, I've been playing it. But I do like Road to the Show. And I do Diamond Dynasty, but I don't play anybody online. I do like all the moments and stuff like that. World Baseball Classic, historical moments. I love that game.
Yeah,
Not your cup
it's
of tea,
very
but I love
fun. See, the thing with playing online is I feel like MLB went down the road of Madden with the
it.
ultimate teams.
A little bit. It's kind of the same thing. That's why, like me, I like to earn the stuff, and I don't buy packs. I don't spend real money. You have the content creators spend money, but you can spend money and stack your team. And I kind of like that. I earn stuff. I like to earn players, and it's for my own enjoyment.
Yeah, definitely. There we go. Mike goes putting out his gamer tag.
Yep.
Go there, spam them.
Yeah, mine is DC on Wheels 079. If Meiko, our producer, could type that in the comments.
Yeah, we're on Series X right there. C Money. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
C Money. MP21. There we go. If you want to add them. Mine's is not. I think is mine fixed yet? Is mine still say Earning T? Because as I didn't pick the Xbox name yet, so it might still be Earning T. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But I got a generic.
Yep.
I haven't had a. My long time name on PlayStation was E-Man. I've had it since I was a kid. Yeah, Pop, we know Road to the Show is your thing. See, he's got a different thing for Road to the Show.
I want to ask Mike, what does he play Road to the Show on?
PS4.
I think it's crossplay. I think so.
I don't think it's crossplay for previous gen.
Yeah, it's for next gen.
Yeah. They been loving MLB the Show based on all the time.
Oh my god, I am horrible at hitting. Like I'll swing at the worst stuff. I'm like, oh, that pitcher's 2 feet outside. Oh, that pitcher's like a foot and a half. Like that pitcher's at my eyes, but I swing at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to be so bad at it. I was on the Jacksonville Suns, which is like a AA team for like 8 years. But then I keep getting, like I said, I get drafted by Memphis all the time. I don't know what it is. For like the last 9 like MLBs, I get drafted by the same team, which is like the Memphis Showbiz or the Memphis something. The Barons, whatever.
Yeah.
And I get picked by them all the time.
That's mine.
That DC on Wheels 079.
DC on Wheels 079.
I'm not giving mine out because I don't trust any of you.
Xbox. My PlayStation, what I have to get, I can't remember at the moment because I hardly ever play PlayStation anymore. The Phillies are getting smashed. I like that. I like that. Mate Rico says, I appreciate you, Chris. Go Braves. Off topic. Sorry. But I
Keep it
love
up.
MLB The Show.
Keep it up, Dan. See this? Pick a hand. Pick a hand.
If you can catch me.
Just don't run over my foot.
Oh, it would hurt. My chair's like 450 pounds. It'd probably crush your foot.
You ever see the world's most one-sided fist fight? You ever see Robot Chicken, the world's most one-sided fist fight?
Yes.
Yeah, look it up. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, at least we're both Giants fans.
Yeah. I'll take it a little bit easier for you on that one.
So I think that makes up for it.
Yeah, but you're a 4-4, well, no, you're not 4-4.
So
I was going to say, wait, you're a 4-4 New York guy. Me, I'm all over the place. I just picked my teams when I was a kid, and I just stuck with them. I picked the Giants. I grew up with Flyers. I went to Flyers games young, man. So I was a Flyers fan since, little bit. So, but, Matthew says, we need to settle this game of Minecraft. No, you can't have a game of Minecraft.
You can, actually. You can. You could have two people on the same server and see if they can build faster and build something quicker or more.
I forfeit. Congratulations, Paul is the
Minecraft. Me, I have no patience for that because I'd be like, all right, I'm done. I'm tired.
Put me in creative mode.
I'm bored.
I swear to God, I'm gonna wait till he's finished. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just
creative mode. You have unlimited resources, so you just make
exactly.
Anything.
Just let him first person to build a house. I'm gonna stand next to him, just plant TNT every 5 seconds. What's he gonna do? He's gonna get frustrated. And leave.
My God. Some people purposely go into worlds and just destroy them, which is messed up. You guys see my say I'm doing? Yes, I have. I've seen it.
Paul, I'm gonna download Minecraft and see if I can get into your world, because I'm just gonna go there with TNT and blow everything up.
They might have a password for the server.
I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna go. He's gonna go back to his room and be like,
that may go spend TNT's been turned off. No one could use it.
I'll get to work with a pickaxe. Just take, because in creative it goes faster. Just take everything down. Take chunks out of buildings.
Yeah, they'll come by and kill your character.
I think we need to take Paul.
Paul can just make a lava pit around it, something like that.
Yes. Well, creative, you can fly. So thank you, lava buckets. Thank you. I'm just gonna put lava on everything.
Oh man, he'd be so mad at you.
You're block fest. Paul being kicked off Facebook permanently. Watch. Wait for him to be doing a show. I'll have a good hour and a half.
Yep.
Well, actually, I'm planning for a Wednesday night. I'm hacking, just get in there real quick. He's gonna have, we have 215 boys and the college show, so it's back to back. I have 2 hours just to put lava everywhere.
Oh man.
And then I'm gonna put a little tiny volcano in the middle. It's 2 feet off the ground.
Sorry, Evan's been kicked off out of the box for destroying Paul's Minecraft world.
I would take that suspension forever. It's I want him to go around and tell people, why'd you kick Evan off the network? He destroyed my Minecraft world.
Mika says that's indescribable. I'll create a city and let your viewers destroy it live. That's actually a good idea.
All right, bet. If we get 1,000 likes on this video on Twitter, we'll destroy Paul's world live.
Hey, I don't care. I don't know how to play Minecraft.
Pride and joy. This is one thing he brags about. Please share it, retweet it, anything. Get it liked on Facebook. Share it. If we get 1,000 likes, we'll destroy the whole thing. TNT, everything.
I gotta go learn how to even do that.
He said deal. So we get 1,000 likes on this video on either Twitter or Facebook. Matter of fact, we're combining them. We get them together. All right. If we can't get 1,000 likes, we'll do comments. How many comments would it take?
No, do likes. Likes is the better way to go.
Yeah, I would do likes.
Because
But I
some
would
people
do.
don't want to comment; they just want to hit the like. Look, I do that a lot. Just
I
support
would
and
do
hit that like button.
2,000 comments.
I do 1,000.
No, 1,000 likes is about 2,000 comments. 2,000 comments on Facebook. If we get it, we'll destroy Paul's world.
And not one person could just make all those comments. Like 5 different people could make those comments. Just 1 word, 2 words, over that.
Just one letter, just keep it going. If you hate the Cowboys or you hate the Eagles, let's destroy Philadelphia.
THECOWS. YS sucks like that. I better be careful before I get kicked off also for talking crap about the Cowboys.
He cannot break us. But Dan, I've had so much fun tonight, man. I really have. We've been
Absolutely,
just
man.
so BSing. That's like Danny Dimes getting over 35 combined touchdowns. Yeah, you're right.
He didn't have 35. He had 22, so that's way short. I would have went like 25. It would have gotten close.
I'm lucky I didn't go with 40.
Maybe with Waller, he'll have 30 total this coming season.
Damn, I was trying to type 2,000 lines. See? But I'm going to say we're going to play a little short video of our sponsors for a minute, and we'll be back to close out the show with you guys. All right, guys. Like I said, one more time to our new sponsor over at Monkey Cult Coffee. Use the promo code OOTBS Sports at the checkout. You get 10% off. Try the chocolate bourbon coffee, please. It is so fantastic.
Absolutely.
Saves you money. You get 10% off with us anyway. And for our other sponsor tonight, like I said, we are a family here. This goes out to Kenny's daughter, her team, and league. The Average James Softball Organization, building leaders, building leadership qualities, dedication to the game for little girls, man. And like I said, they're a family for us. Any donations you want to do, you can go by message Mike Go Spencer at our page, and he'll give you a Venmo. You guys can do anything's welcome. We appreciate you guys. Danny, what are you about to go do?
Maybe watch something on Netflix, but I'm thinking about probably play the show 23, or I might play an older PS3 or PS2 game on one of my emulators on the computer. I haven't decided yet.
I'm about to go play some Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, of course. Metal Gear Solid's fun, But I play, like I said, I jump around, play everything. But I'm definitely gonna play the show more, without a doubt.
All right, guys. I hope we gave you some games that you guys want to play now. We are so enthusiastic about playing these games every time we talk about it. Dan, give me a game for next week.
A game for next week, I'm going to say the new PGA golf game, EA game, coming out. But I love that stuff.
Dan, give me another game this week. Next week.
Well, it's coming out next week. Oh, it's a newer game.
Give me a different game, Dan.
That
would give
Assassin's Creed. I got it. How about Phoenix Immortals Rising? It's a Ubisoft game.
Ooh, I have to check that out.
It's on. Is it on Game Pass? I think it's on Game Pass. I'm not positive, but Immortals Phoenix Rising is more Greek mythology. It's animated,
Okay.
but you fight like gods and stuff like that. It's pretty fun game. It's older, a year old, but it's excellent.
Well, you guys mentioned it. I think Paul will get a kick out of it. And Paul, you would like to join me next week with us next week. I would like you to join us. I'm going to pick Army of Two for my second game. I think
Classic
Army of
older
Two.
game, yeah.
I know Paul is a fan of produces Minecraft. No Minecraft.
You know what? I got a better one. I'm picking the Uncharted series.
Uncharted and Army of Two. Guys, come
That's
join
better.
us. We are going to have a ball next week. I can't wait. Hopefully, you guys can't wait.
Yeah.
This has been Joystick Junkies, and we will
It's
see
been an
you
awesome
guys.
time. Been a lot of fun.
We will see you guys next week.
Not everybody.
Night.